tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it?
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first down, Beal. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Let's get it.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
There you go. Go right in. Nice, sweetheart. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. Right here. 21 Mike. And let's get in them holes.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Prescott on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from... Second to third down.
Brings up third down and 15.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. 46, 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Gun. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Go, get out there. I'm coming after you. Here we go. 47. Mike 50. 26.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Get the ball. Right there. 54. Oh, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. He's got Fuller. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Right there. 54.
On 1st down, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Get him, boys.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line. That's the end of the
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
To the air yet again, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Watson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Check 31, check 31, 29. Let's go, right here. Mike spot 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He finds his man Johnson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
18, 59. Come this way, here we go.
from the gun on third. Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Pollard going to try the right side. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the left side. It's Beal. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Watson, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Third and 2, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they'll say no to a 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Here we go on 4th. Watson going for it all. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby!
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
47, 26.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Check. Go, Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Go, get out there. Watch the backer. Mike 41, Mike 41. Let's go, defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
47. Hey, turn it up. Under. Look out. That's me. 26, Mike. Hey, kill. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
We're going to 54.
Now a give, right side. Pollard, the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So we got man.
Now a first down throw. Watson, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll keep it on the ground. Field. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Running from the gun, Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 9, Watson with a catch made by Johnson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Beal. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Watson on first down. And Thomas has it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Gonna run again here with Pollard. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Switch it, hey. Mike 41, Mike.
Now Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cut it right. Two. 3 down. Mike's 50. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike's 50. Check back.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Right here. 41 Mike. All day, baby. All day. Kill. Watch the eye. 26.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch 20, check 20. But, you got to get the point. Get on the point right here. 26.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here I come again. 41's the Mike. Watch the slant. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
Mike 41. 47. Here we go. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get it. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Go. Get out there. 26.
They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Texans' 5-yard line.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson looks to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Texans take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 23 yards the pickup there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
54. Bring it. Bring it. He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving.
On first down, it's Watson. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
24. Check Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point safely through, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Tight end right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Delta. The Mike. 41 the Mike. Check.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Motion. Reset. 41's coming. Let's go. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's.
They'll run for it with Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. 20. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Smith. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
54 Mike. I'm coming. Fresno. Hey, watch that.
Now Watson to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on third down, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air yet again, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
There we go. Wide in. 41. We're going to 54. Wide in.
On first down, Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Gun.
Hey, watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Check, Nick. Here we go. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Houston, well,